Hello everyone and welcome back to Always Watching. Today I'm continuing my coverage of the Tribeca Film Festival with the film The Island. Briefly, The Island follows Bebo, a young man who's forced to go on the run after his brother's death. The film takes place in a small seaside town in Puerto Rico. It is a place full of life but also verging on death. We are introduced to Bebo as a struggling young man who dreams of leaving this island. He has this affinity for horses, which he hopes he can translate into a successful business one day. The imagery of Bebo on a white horse really emphasizes how at home he feels on the island, but also how isolated. Despite his best efforts to carve out a life for himself, his brother's actions really put his life at risk. Despite his best efforts, his brother's actions force him to flee for his life. The island is portrayed as this very peaceful place with this violent undercurrent, and the violence is caused by all these outside forces beyond their control. In between the federal government and the cartel, it's really hard for people to find a way to survive. And the individuals often forced to carry out the most violence are those with the most to lose. The people coming after Bebo are the same people he's grown up with, people he's had to rely on to survive, and vice versa. These are people that have had to rely on his family to survive. We don't actually see these outside forces, but we feel them pulling on each character's consciousness. When you live in a very small community, you come to, if not care for everyone, try to look out for people the best you can. Bebo's brother Charlie triggers a sort of crisis on the island. He's almost something they have to nip in the bud, because if they don't, it could destabilize everything and potentially eradicate whatever autonomy they have. The locals in this film appear to have some authority. However, that authority feels very fragile. The cartel very much relies on locals to maintain its presence. And if they lose confidence in these locals, well, then what happens? And you always get a sense that things could take a much darker turn. Through Bebo's journey, we see how fragile stability on the island is. These characters are put in a very impossible circumstance. They have to choose between their community and trying their best to stand up for the people they've grown up with, even if they don't like them very much, and just basic survival. Bebo's character is contrasted by his girlfriend Lola. Lola ends up running away with him. Following her father's death, Lola endured a lot of pain and heartache. Bebo offers an opportunity to reconnect with the people she's lost and also regain her own self-worth. And their story almost starts off very textbook, two lovers on the run. Instead, their relationship enables them to examine their own lives and redefine what it means to have a home. These characters are literally stuck between two worlds, one that wants to dominate and control them, and one that's getting increasingly more difficult to survive in. Rather than run away to a better place, the movie enables these characters to really reimagine what is possible at home and then gives them the autonomy to make decisions for themselves instead of waiting for the world to make one for them. Overall, I thought this was a very unique and special film, and so if you have a chance to see it at the festival, please do, and until next time.